Hey guys, I just got back from metal detecting, and I'm going to guarantee you guys we're going to find a 350-year-old Voyageur treasure. And it's going to be somewhere you wouldn't think, and it shouldn't have been there. There's a story behind this one. Watch the video, you'll see.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Alright, everything's packed up, everything's charged. New batteries in the F-Pulse pinpointer. Guys, it is like 17 degrees out here. Everything is melting. I haven't heard from Stan. I think he's still at home waiting for the delivery guy. But hey, I'm going to jump in the truck and I'm going to go look for some curbs. I've got my phone. He can contact me. Let's do this. It's spring. We're going out detecting. I'm excited. Ha ha ha. Look at this. The park. It's almost snow-free. 2 days ago, there was still 4 or 5 inches of snow out here. So is the ground thawed enough for me to, sink a shovel? I don't know, but let's get out and take a look. Whew, first things first, it was way too hot for that hoodie, so that's got to go. Then I looked in my detecting bag, and we've actually got treasures in here from last year, last outing. They didn't get dumped, so take those out of there right now. Look at that, starting the day off with treasure already. A quarter, a nickel, and a whole bunch of old pennies, and a watch. Alright, you guys know we have detected the crap out of this park, but in the spring, there are always new signals. Every park that we go to, the items get pushed up from the frost in the winter, and you know what? If we can sink a shovel in the ground here, we should be able to find something. And if not, I don't care. I'm out with a detector in my hand. I don't care. We'll try to avoid this icy patch. Obviously, the ground's still going to be frozen right there, but... Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice and soft. Got a solid 28 here. Not a great signal, but... Yeah. Well, first item of 2023. An old, butter tart cup. Solid 34. Still not a great signal, but it is showing up on the non-ferrous. Oh, now it's switched. Now it's showing that it is ferrous. Probably a nail. Let's dig it anyway. Well, I found it. It's an anchor bolt. That's not coming out of there. Yeah, we'll move the picnic table over there where I already detected and just see if there was anything under where it was. You never know. Solid 26, non-ferrous. Beep, 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 beep. All right, let's see what it is. That's not coin territory, but you never know. Well, I guess you kind of do know. Trash is always going to be trash. Stan and I just had this conversation on the phone an hour ago. I was talking about how the scale on the Legend only goes up to 60 and the scale on the Knox goes up to 50. I don't know why they keep screwing around. Have a 0 to 100 so that every machine is the same and you don't have to try to remember every spring, well, okay, what were coins ringing up on this machine? I believe coins on the Legend were ringing up 40 to 44 and higher. If you get a silver, I think it was right up to 55, something like that. But why? Guys, just make a freaking universal scale, 0 to 100. What's that you say? The Equinox goes up to 50? Well, let's make the Macro Legend go up to 60, because 60 is definitely better than 50, right? 6-minute abs, man. But what if somebody comes out with 3-minute abs? That's ludicrous. I just realized we also got a 6-inch coil with the Macro Legend, and we have never put it on the machine yet, so maybe doing curbs this spring might be a good time to try out the 6-inch coil. I don't have it with me today, but something to do, something to try in the next week anyway. I want you guys to place your bets right now in the comments below. What is going to be the first coin of 2023? Is it going to be just a penny? Is it going to be a really old penny? Is it going to be silver? Is it going to be something completely crazy? Is it going to be a loony, a toonie? Comments below. I'm betting it's going to be a penny and a modern one. So 1980 to 2015 or whenever we stopped using pennies. That's my bet. That's the safe bet. Look at that. That's how soft the ground is already. Pretty awesome. We do have something here. It's going 24 to 38, so I don't know what it was. Well, nothing spectacular. All right, back to bed with you. Oh, there's the osprey up there. She's got a nest right here on the side of the highway. And every year she comes back. This is about the 9th year. Way to go, Canada! Well, that one was ringing up all over. A high tone though. So again, just like the Equinox, some of these nails, depending on their age, they can trick these multi-frequency machines into thinking they're coins. That was ringing right up to 55. I'd like to take a moment to complain about Nocta here, because they have really screwed this machine up by, you know, me updating it to version 1.11. I haven't found a single coin, and this is all their fault because they messed with a good thing. In all seriousness, I just wanted to say, yes, I have updated the machine to 1.11. I went over it on the channel, all of the new things they added, which I think is awesome that they are still adding things to machines, you know, after even a year after they've come out. Does it make the machine better? Yes and no. A lot of the things they've added you don't want to use because they're discriminating items out, right? So we want to discriminate less and have better ID is what I want, right? Stan and I talked about it this morning, and he kind of hit the nail on the head when he said, you know, Gary, if they came out with the perfect machine that could ID exactly what's in the ground, we wouldn't want to buy it because that would take all of the fun out of detecting. And he's absolutely right, right? It's the mystery, the, oh, what am I gonna find? What's in this hole? Is it silver? That's the excitement and joy of detecting. But I might still buy that detector if somebody comes out with it, so. Hey, look at that. That is an old lid, like maybe off of a coffee pot or something, I think. I think that's what that is. I'm just up here in the bush line now. And this used to be a good spot where people would come and camp in the 1940s and 50s. I think that's what that is. And we can tell from the paint on here, the way it's all bubbling, that's old paint. Hey, well, look at that. That's a solid piece. Look at the anchor bolts broken right off there. Okay, so we're just up in the bush line here, and I'll show you guys, there's a bunch of old cans, paint cans and whatever, but I also see some bottles here. Everything's broken, but these are definitely older. Jav X. And then another one here that's crushed. So, oh, here's some. Again, these are 50s. Yeah, look at, here's a 1950s ketchup maybe. I don't know if this is a drinking glass. Made in Canada. So this is what spring is good for, right? We can get in when there's no leaves, and we can see things that we've never found before. This little garbage slash bottle dump we've never detected around here. Yeah, it's still really brushy and hard to get to, but I can see things with my eyes, so that's cool. Barrel hoops. Again, some kind of old metal bucket, paint can maybe. And then over here we've got a few bottles. A little mustard bottle. 16-ounce, whatever that was. All condiments, except for the booze bottle right there. And maybe a ketchup. Oh, check it out right here in the water hole, guys. There it is, our first solid 44 coin signal. Now, is the ground still frozen in there? Maybe. Oh, it's cold, I can tell you that. It is soft. I'm digging around some roots. I can feel the lip of something there. Ah! No! Aluminum lid. I can tell you that that water is ice cold. Okay, the detecting gods are gonna have mercy on us. Next hole. That feels smaller, coin sized. Fingers crossed. Yeah, right there. Toes crossed. Well, smaller, but much deeper. I don't know what it is. There's a water hole right there. Let's rinse it off. Tail light. Tail light off an old car. And right beside it, another solid 42. I think this is a lipstick case. No, it's not a lipstick case. I don't know what that is. 36 inch, 46 inch, 40 watt, some kind of fuse. Yes, there is some kind of fuse inside there. It's glass, it's got a wire on it. Nope, I am not going to be dumb enough to dig if there's another signal in that hole. It can stay there, we're moving on. Right about now, I would love that machine that would tell me exactly what is in the ground, because I wouldn't be digging crap like that. All right, I want to say promising, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Let's dig it. All right, there it is. First coin of the year, guys. Now, it is just a penny, but is it an old one? Let's find out. Oh, I can see, not really. 1979. Again, I'll show you guys how lucky we are to live where we do. This cairn, commemorating the journey of Samuel de Champlain, explorer and discoverer, who camped near this site in July 1615. And right there, that's the river that they came through, guys, and we have detected it. We've been up to our eyeballs in mud. You guys have seen John. We're so friggin' lucky to live here. You know, the history that's here. Ha! You guys are not gonna believe what I just found on the ground right here. This is a freaking miracle. Stan and I lost this last year. We found a Voyageur paddle with copper on the end of it, and we couldn't find where it went. Well, guys, we were dumping stuff in the garbage here, and it must have been in my pouch. Here it is. I'll flip it around and show you guys. The paddle is almost destroyed now because it's been sitting out. We got that in the bottom of a river.
Huh? Reinforcement.
Another big one, big 68. That's cool.
It is.
I mean, that could be really old.
It could be very old. You have to examine the nails. Maybe pull one. But copper is something Voyageurs worked with, lots.
What are the freaking chances, guys, that I would find that here in the middle of this park? I had no clue that it was even here. Oh, man. Best find of the day. Stan and I were so upset when we couldn't find that. Oh my God, that is 300-year-old history and we lost it. Mr. Stan, you're not going to believe what I just found.
Gold.
No, something we had and we lost it.
The paddle.
Yes, how the hell did you guess that?
It's the only thing we lost.
Dude, I have no idea how this ended up down here in this park. If we
It
had...
fell out of my car.
Oh, you're getting antsy? You didn't get your detector, so...
Well, I want to leave the house and go detecting. You're killing me here. I'm having withdrawals. I'm shaking.
All right, well, you give me a call as soon as it gets in. Last year on the Legend, we were getting about 20 hours between the internal battery and this external battery that came with it, and that seemed crazy low to me. But we had some issues. The backlight was on, the machine came with that turned on, and I never noticed. And, you know, when batteries are new, they don't perform up to the top of their capabilities until you charge them a few times. So I wanted to do some testing. We actually ran out of metal detecting season before I got all the testing done. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to run the machine with only the internal battery. And when it dies, I'll mark down how many hours we got out of it. Then we'll plug the external battery right here into the machine, and we'll run it with just that battery and see how many hours we get. And according to Nocta's actual online information, they give you a range. You're going to get anywhere between 8 and 20 hours per battery. So I don't know what settings dictate more power draw on this machine. I'm assuming the backlight would, and if you have the sensitivity cranked all the way to the top, which we have it up there. I don't know that it's at its maximum, but it is up. You know, we're not dicking around with low power settings here, right? So it'll give us a good idea of what kind of battery usage we can get or expect on Nocta Macro Legend.